High Valley is the highest-selling Canadian country music band of all time. Their hit songs, give them a hand, why not? Just to put it in perspective for you, their hit songs have been streamed over 500 million times, and they have won numerous Canadian Country Music Association and Juno Awards. Brad Rempel leads High Valley. Please welcome him to the show. Brad, good to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Thank you. You know, when I think of a lot of the Canadian stars that have come into the country music world, Shania Twain, Anne Murray, Hank Snow among them, but you guys have set kind of the bar higher than it's ever been before, and I don't think most people realize nobody sold more country music from Canada than you guys have.
Man, there's been some good bands, and I mean, Shania Twain sold a lot more as a female, for sure. There's been some great artists coming out of there, but we grew up, my mom and dad I actually drove down to Nashville for their honeymoon.
Wow.
Many, many years ago, and brought us back here for the first time in the year 2000 to record our first record down here. So it's cool how, even being way up in the North Pole, Nashville was always kind of the goal.
You told me that just recently you played a concert up in your home area of Canada, and it was 40 below zero.
Yeah.
You played outside.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, Brad?
I don't know what I was, they had this great idea when they called and said, would you like to be on national TV for New Year's Eve? We said, yes.
Yeah.
Would you be fine playing outside? We thought, oh, Canada, yeah, sure. Then they said it'll be in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, outside. And sure enough, we checked the weather leading up, and it says it's going to be minus 40, but with the wind chill, it'll be minus 49. And I lived to tell the tale, just barely.
How did you even sing with that kind of...
If you watch the performance, you can see this large amount of exhaust coming out of my mouth on every single word, but you can also kind of see me just like...
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Were you wrapped up like the mummy or something?
You know what? I was trying to wear what we call a toque, you all call a beanie or a toboggan or a hat. And the lady running the broadcast says, and you know that for the broadcast, you'll be taking that off and showing your hair. And I'm like, are you trying to say if people can't see the sideways hair, they don't know who I am? She's like, pretty much, that's what I'm... So I had to take it off and freeze my ears too, but...
You've got a brand new song out out of your new album. You're going to do that for us in a little while, but before we get to that, who are some of the great influences that, I mean, you know, sometimes we forget that people in Canada are listening to country music from the U.S.
Yeah, well, my story's crazy because my mom and dad were born and raised in Mexico, Mennonites, like the horse and buggy Amish style, right? So I'd say, we grew up speaking German with a Mennonite background in northern Canada, moved to Nashville. So you might not know this, but we're probably the best Mexican-Mennonite German-speaking Canadian band in Nashville right now. And so...
I think you've covered a whole new category, Brad. What a great description.
Our biggest influence was Ricky Skaggs. Growing up, we pretty much had...
Who lives right here in Hendersonville. Yeah.
So... I remember it was 2014, so 8 years ago, we got the call that we were going to get to play the Opry for the first time. So mom and dad get to, they were here for their honeymoon. Now they have to come back, and this time we're playing the Opry. They drive down, they fly down, because you got to drive 500 miles just to get to the airport.
500 miles to the airport?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So they get down here just in time, and lo and behold, it's Ricky Skaggs that introduces us for the first time ever. It was the most full circle moment.
He is the greatest guy in the world. Yeah. I'm thrilled. We're so excited to have you guys here. High Valley is going to perform in just a moment, and we're so happy to get to visit with Brad. Now, while we're getting set up, Keith Bilbrey is going to tell you how you can get the magnificent music, including their new album of High Valley. Keith, tell us about it.
For High Valley's concert schedule and to buy or stream all their great music, go to the new Huckabee.tv for details. Now, while you're there, be sure to watch an online exclusive performance of Grew Up on That.